Then you have mineral cycle. You know the minerals. The mineral cycle. All the minerals, they are in a cycle process. If you talk about an ecosystem, you will find that they are transferred from one place to another, and eventually they are remain in the ecosystem. They are not going out of the ecosystem. For example, as a consumer is obtaining energy from the below level, it is acquiring the minerals that is needs. So here the word mineral, they are using whatever you need, whatever the organism need that for their growth. Here they have given the example of minerals like carbon, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus, and nitrogen. So they're saying that in the ecosystem you will find all these minerals. They are in a cycle. They are going from down to up, and again they go back. So they are making a cycle. So now we will see the cycle: carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, sulfur cycle, phosphorus cycle, and nitrogen cycle. Frankly, they are not going to ask all these, but maybe the carbon cycle and this one. But I will explain all of these with the help of diagram. So if it come in front of you, easily you can know the basic idea here, that minerals, they recycle themselves within the ecosystem. For example, you see the carbon dioxide or carbon cycle here. You can see here how the carbon dioxide, it is produced by burning in the factories. Then when the plant do respiration in the night, then animal, they do respiration, okay, it goes up. Or the fossil fuels, when you burn them, they are produced. So in all, you can see the carbon is going up, carbon dioxide is going up. Then again the carbon dioxide is coming down. Why? Because it is in the atmosphere. Again the plants are using them for the photosynthesis. After that, these plants, when they, you can say, die, or they are eaten by the, you can say, the animals, again when the animals will die, the carbon again go to the soil, and again from the soil it comes up. So this is a carbon cycle. After that, you have oxygen cycle. So oxygen cycle, you can see here, the oxygen is produced by the plants. Plants create oxygen with photosynthesis, and that oxygen go to the atmosphere and again used by the other animals and for respiration. And again that oxygen is converted into carbon dioxide and then go to the plants, again the oxygen produced. So this is known as oxygen cycle. Then you have sulfur cycle. So sulfur cycle, you know that sulfur is an element. It is found in the earth. Sulfur sometimes come out with the fossil fuels, and when the fossil fuels are burned, so sulfur in the form of sulfur dioxide go to the atmosphere. Even when you have volcanic activities, volcanic also have lot of sulfur. Sulfur dioxide also produce and going to the atmosphere. This sulfur dioxide mix with the rain and make the what? Acid rain. And that acid rain again comes down in the form of acid. And that acid again come here, for example, H2SO4 sulfuric acid, again it will break down into ions and sulfate come here, again sulfate go to the soil. So like this, sulfur in the form of sulfur dioxide, it goes up and then again come back. So this is known as sulfur cycle. After that, you have nitrogen cycle. This is really very lot of time we discuss that nitrogen is really important for the growth of the plant, and almost 78 to 79% of our atmosphere contain the nitrogen. Got it? So here nitrogen, again, main resources of nitrogen are where? In the atmosphere. From the atmosphere can go to the soil, and it also used by the plants, but from here down. So here it's make the ammonia, and that ammonia can do nitrification. Then it is bacteria will remove the nitrogen, again the nitrogen will go up to the atmosphere. So this is like a cycle for the nitrogen. So that's known as nitrogen cycle. So here we have discussed the mineral cycles. And what are the mineral? Carbon, we have discussed this one. Then you have oxygen cycle, then you have sulfur cycle, then you have nitrogen cycle.